The GoPro doesn't do the setting moon justice, that little dot on the horizon. The yard is packed. It's that time of year. December 3rd. Better get down there and get to work. $7:13. Yeah, we're getting close to that shortest day of the year, 21st. But today is December 3rd, 2025. Started work today at 6, but the shipping terminal didn't open until 7, so we've been waiting outside for about 45 minutes waiting to get in. Our first load is an empty 45-foot container coming back from the big box. It was picked up last night. Gonna get it stripped off here at strip pile 8, stack 4. When we checked in with dispatch this morning, they gave us 8 runs to get the day going. This was the first one. After this, we do a load of mayonnaise, and then we got 3 loads going over to the Marine Corps base. All, I think, are live loads, so stand by offload each time. One down. At least 8 more to go. $8.27. We took our load of mayonnaise over to the food distributor, stood by offloaded on dock 4, and now we're taking this empty 40-foot shipping container back to the shipping terminal Sand Island. The distance from the shipping terminal to the food distributor is about 2 miles. Easy run. They make quick work of the mayonnaise. This is not your normal mayonnaise that you get at the grocery store. This is the mayonnaise they use in restaurants. So it comes in that big, what is it, like a 2-gallon jug? Eat out and got mayonnaise in your food. I probably helped out with that. We do eat a lot of macaroni and salads here in Hawaii. So it's like a 2-mile trip back to the shipping terminal. We'll get rid of this empty, and then some tight quarters here. Then we'll hook up to our first load of 3 going to the Conway Marine Corps Base. Again, that's my favorite run in the company. 25-mile trip up and over the island, up and over the mountains to the other side of the island. On a day like today, it's going to be spectacular. Especially since the air quality is slowly improving. Not as bad as it was a couple days ago. Today being Wednesday, it's our catch-up day because there's no ships in. It gives us a day to get caught up with all the with all the work. The first two runs, the mayonnaise run and my first run to the Marine Corps base, were actually on yesterday's schedule. It's just that there wasn't enough time or drivers to get the work done. So today we'll do the catching up. Making our way back to the shipping terminal. Making our way to the Conway Marine Corps Base, which is that peninsula straight ahead out on the other side of the Conway Bay there. And we got a little traffic, so we get to enjoy this scenic view. Some might call it a vista. Just ahead, we're going to go through a really wet spot on the island, a place that generates a lot of rainfall. As a result, the vegetation grows pretty much out of control. And so they're always cutting back the jungle ahead at the next exit. I don't know if that's what's causing the backup, but for the next mile or so, there's like a bowl cut into the side of the mountainside here that just generates rainfall every day, and really wet spot. Very pretty, but normally very rainy. Tunnel is called Hospital Point because there's a hospital to the left of us for the mentally challenged. Merging into this lane. I'm not sure why, enough of that here in Hawaii. Anyway, making our way to the Marine Corps base. So it's 11:17. The shipping terminal is now closed. We're working on the second full container heading to the Kaneohe Marine Corps base, straight out ahead of us there. Another beautiful scenic outlook here. I love this run. It's all highway driving, 25 miles up and over the mountains. Rain or shine, it's a beautiful drive. So we're going to drop this off, pick up the empty, take it back. The shipping terminal is going to be closed, so we'll just drop it in the road outside and then bobtail back, and there's another empty over here. Gives us something to do while the shipping terminal's closed for lunch. I'll never understand that during this time of year when it's so busy. These public utilities closed down for lunch. Seems a little, I don't know. Not sure what the right word is to describe it. But yeah, gotta make our way out to base. What did that say? 1:10. 10 minutes after 1. So the shipping terminal just reopened. I was bringing the second empty back, and I was gonna leave it just outside the shipping terminal and then run back and get another empty from the Marine Corps base. But I think dispatch kind of read my thoughts. Called me up and said, "Oh, bring that empty back to the yard, and then take this spot up to Halava to the garment warehouse." So we just did that, and now they're saying, run over here to the shelving company and pick up this empty. So this is always a little challenging with the big truck, because when we pick it up, we gotta block the lane of traffic. So we'll get this hooked up, take it back to the shipping terminal. 1:30, back inside the shipping terminal. I'm gonna pick up that last full container from the Marine Corps base. It's in Charlie 14, stall 23. Charlie 14, stall 23. Alright, let's go look for 606295. I thought it was going to be a refrigerated container, but let's see what I can. 606295. Just gonna drive around a bit and see if we can find it. one location, there was no container there. So we looked around, came over to the pin box so they could check with the yard supervisors. And they have a different location, Alpha 27, installed 58. And I'm not real certain, but I know when containers stay in the yard too long, they'll take them off chassis and store them over here in this area. And normally the day before they do that, they'll move the containers over into this location so that at night they can just run these cans right next door to where they're stripping them off and putting them on the ground. So this container basically was a day away from being a grounded container. Alpha 2758 should be in a red container. Hopefully that's the only problem this container gives us. Looks like it's on a fairly new chassis. So a little bit wider back here. the problem here, I can't even turn. That's why my back and my knees and my shoulders hurt at the end of the day. Now this side's even worse. Just not that skinny. Not that fat, but I'm still 5'11", 225 pounds on a heavy day. Check's going to expire end of the month, so we'll pull it out and check those tires, because we are going to take this up and over the mountain, so we want to make sure the tires and the brakes are in good condition. It should be. It's a fairly new chassis. It's just parked in a real tight location. Oh yeah, the brakes were good. So that's also how the landing gears get messed up, because not everybody can do what I just did. Some people will try to drag the container out where you can get more spacing, make it a little bit easier to crank the landing gear, but that also bends up the landing gear sometimes. Sometimes you're creating more problems than you fix. Yeah, those are nice new tires. Fairly new. I mean, not brand new, but everything looks good. These tires aren't the same then. Alright. Making our way to the Marine Corps base for the third time. 3:37. Shipping terminal closes at 3:45. So we made it back just in time with our last empty from the Kaneohe Marine Corps base. This is an empty 40-foot refrigerated container. It either had chocolate or Christmas trees in it. I'm going to say it was chocolate, because normally when it has Christmas trees, it smells like Christmas trees when you pick it up. But it is that time of year. Half the time the refrigerated containers are full of Christmas trees. So I got strip pile 6, stack 18, but there's no loaders around, and I don't see anybody here at the pin box, so I'll just go ahead and park this container, first available empty stall. There's one. Alpha 19-1. this is like our 10th or 11th movement today. Kind of curious what dispatch wants to do. We only got a couple more minutes before they close. Hello, bobtailing and medicine. Okay. Alright. Yeah. 5:30, 10:04. That's it. We're all done. Let's shut them down after we drop this and head back to the yard. So we're making our way back to the yard. I don't know, the yard was packed to capacity this morning, and I don't know that we made that much of a headway. I took 2 containers out of the yard, but I brought 1 back. Some headway. I think I'm gonna park right in front of the Landau. It's a warehouse I'm using. There we go. That's a good spot. So we drove some miles today. What we got? 1, 7, 5, 9, 4, 2. 185 miles. Checks. 4:05. So we'll be out of here by 4:20. So what did I say? 185 miles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 containers moved. Shut it down. had that tuna casserole left over, and I had that with the salad last night. That was great. If that's still available, I think my wife ate it all. But if that's still available, that's what I'm having for dinner. If not, I got the salad and rice. I'll just, I got some black cod fillets that are very tasty, so we'll probably have that. That is it for today. We'll be back tomorrow, 5:30. They're packing them in here. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Aloha.